Ladies and gentlemen, welcome. My name is Kuro. Join me as I set out on a 7-year-long journey to obtain every possible achievement in Final Fantasy XIV. From mundane leave quests to the toughest challenges this world has to offer, watch as I attempt to do something no sane man would ever dare attempt, truly completing a MMO. Let's begin. What a precious little place we find ourselves in this week. Welcome to Ilmeg, kind of, sort of. This is Trust's week, specifically the Shadowbringers Trust, so we're going to be spending a lot of time in Norvrond. By the way, slight spoilers for anyone who has not gotten to Shadowbringers. You may not want to watch this one. Anyways, welcome. This is actually a little special part of Norvrond, and what are we doing in this very pretty, cheery place with really good music? We are actually unlocking the Fairy Society quests. Now that I'm level 70 on my warrior, I will be able to come do these. Alright, we've been working on Kojin and Ananta over the past week. I've just been doing in the background, so hopefully these will get done. I'm still going to work on these because they're okay XP once you're in the next expansion. But really, we care about the Dream Spinners. The fairies, which I'm actually very... Fairies were on my list of allied societies I was very, very excited to get to. I love everything about Shadowbringers. I love Norvrond. Ilmeg is gorgeous and silly. I'm so happy to be back here. I really wish I could go back in time and replay Shadowbringers for the first time again. It really was one of my favorite parts of this entire game. Society quest complete. Here we go. Yay! The Dream Spinners. I'm very excited about this one. Where are they? Where are the keepers? Oh, they just hang out over here. They don't even have like a desk. But we got an achievement. Bring me a dream. That is a Cordette's reference. And I only know that because of Fallout. Don't judge me for the fact that, yes, I will willingly listen to Mr. Sandman by the Cordettes. I don't care. It's a good song. See if there's anything in the Fancy Exchange at level 1. A lot of materia. That's it. I haven't unlocked anything yet. That's okay. And away we go. Oh, Lakeland. Not Lakeland. This is Ilmeg. It's prettier when it's not raining. Oh. I love the castle, Titania's castle. All the mountains. I can't get enough of this. I really love Norvrond. And 7.3 is bringing a Ilmeg-themed deep dungeon. I am so excited for. I haven't really done the deep dungeons. I did Palace of the Dead to 50 at one point, really early on. I have not done a deep dungeon since. So I'm very much looking forward to running that. And that will probably be part of the series at some point. I keep flying over where I need to go. So that will probably be part of this. Do not judge my warrior gameplay. I still don't know how to play warrior. I'm just guessing. This is definitely not correct. I probably want to build my my damage buff before hitting all the buttons. That's okay. That's okay, we learn. Where's the other ones? Up here? And... Oh! Let's go over here. But before we get to Trust, we're going to play around with this because, as you can see, Warrior is only sitting at level 70. You need to be level 71 for the very first dungeon. That is Dawn Trail. There we go, Homeminster Switch, level 71. So in order to take
My strength is yours.
Our squad, we gotta get up a level. But I do think doing all of these will probably pop me to it pretty easily. I still have 3 more allowances, so if it doesn't, I can go do like Voth or something. Wow, those took no time at all. That was really quick. But let's see if this gets me to 71. It should. And then tomorrow I'll probably be able to start working on all of those Shadowbringers chests. Which I'm very excited because I just love. There it is. Level 71. We are ready to go. With 1 to spare. Thank you. Oh, someone else is here. Dude, how do you get a hat for your chocobo? I need that. I need the chocobo hat. Anyways, we are now ready. Why does it default to you? Get off my thing. Look, I like you, Orianche, but you're already done with Shadowbringers. We don't need you. We get to bring the twins, who I love so much, and Ishtola. This is gonna be a fun time. I really love these. We don't have to do all of these. We only have to do the story ones. So, if I go into here and go over here. Holminster, Dawn Meg, Katana Ravel, Malik as well. Mount Golg once, probably only once, because it's only a 1-level jump there. We probably won't end up doing Amarant. Before we get into trusts, real quick, just figured I would do a little update over some things that have been done over the weekend. I mean, you just saw this, most likely. I've been working on Reaper, specifically to... Not timers. What? Oh. What? Wait. Wait, you can do that? You get like... Oh. Huh. Huh. Did not know that was a thing you could do. Anyway, where was I? Trusts. Yeah. So, in order to make sure the achievements pop on screen, I'm already good with this, but with the Endwalker ones, I'm leveling all the other characters that aren't these guys. Yeah, so I've been leveling these characters. I still need to level Graha up, so I've just been using my Reaper in trusts. You're not missing much. It's literally just me standing out of the way while these 3 kill the ads for me, and I'm editing. So there's no exciting there. But I wanted it done that way when we actually do all the trusts. We're ready to go with Shadowbringers. When we do all the trusts with these 3, right? 71, 71, 71. All my other characters are capped. And so we'll pop the achievements on the video, which is the whole point of an achievement series, obviously. So, you know, there's Reaper going on. It'll get to 100 soon. I'll just get it out of the way. Might as well. Warrior quest done completely. We're done with Warrior. And, Everkeep. I did Valagarmonda last week, just casually, randomly hopped into Everkeep and knocked it out real quick. Turns out, wasn't that hard. I'll try to find... I got footage, but I don't have, like, my mic on for a lot of it. So, I will try to sneak it into the background or something. I don't know what I'm gonna do. I want to put it in the video, but, I didn't have my mic on for it. I was just doing it casually on a Sunday night. That's it. Back to the trusts. Alright, as you can see, I have prepared myself. I am ready to begin my Shadowbringers trusts. Now, what are trusts? Allow me to explain. For those of you who do not know, who've never done them or heard of them, trusts are basically allowing you to replay dungeons that you've already completed from the MSQ as well as some of the side dungeons, alone, without needing other people. You just use the sounds from the story to complete the dungeons instead. Essentially, it is a system that allows those of you who have no friends or play at weird times where your friends don't play, like I work a second shift, so of course nobody's online in the morning when I can play. They're online in the evenings when I'm at work, and I'm like Squidward staring out the window at everyone having fun. Anyways, it's for people like us, you know? Don't have friends, too busy to play with your friends, still want to do the dungeons, you can do them alone. It takes the M out of MMO, leaving it massive and online, just like your mother. So, we'll be starting, there are achievements. The reason why we're doing this is there are achievements for maxing out all of your NPCs, and we will be starting, well, not starting, I've already maxed out all the other characters in Shadowbringers, up to 80, except for 3, which is why I've been leveling Warrior, because having a tank will allow me to finish this up real quick. So what I'll end up having to do, assuming this tracks, this is how it went the first time, is I'm probably going to have to run each of these dungeons, each of the story dungeons, up to Mount Golg twice. This last one, I will probably only have to run once if history repeats. So, 2 of Holdminster, 2 of Donmeg, etc., etc. And we'll see how it goes. Before we begin with trusts, just gonna do one last spoiler warning. Probably gonna put one at the start. I'm definitely putting one here. If you've not played Shadowbringers, it's time to turn off the video. It's time to go. You are gonna spoil the story. We're doing all the story dungeons right here, so there will be a lot of spoilers. Turn it off. You know, come back later once you've done Shadowbringers, then you can watch this. But till then, this is not the video for you. It's time to go. Time to turn it off, starting now. That means you, Meow. Looking at you. God, I love Shadowbringers. I've been looking forward to doing this. I have been looking forward to this. We'll watch the cutscene. We'll watch the cutscene together the first time. Why don't we? You know? Even though, hopefully, everyone watching this has already played Shadowbringers. If you haven't, well. Look at our little crew. Look at our little guys. I wish you could get the white carbuncle. That thing's kind of cool looking. I assume that is, Alfie's, right? It's gotta be. He's got a white carbuncle instead of a fairy. I wish you could get that. That'd be cool. Though I like my fairy. I wish I could change my scholar fairy to be Feoul. I also went shopping for an axe because, oof, that Stormblood Poetics axe was ugly. But no, we just play these like we would any normal dungeon. Nothing special to see here. Now, Holdminster, as much as I do like it, narratively, it's honestly probably one of the worst dungeon designs in the game. It's a straight line. It's just a straight line. Like, that's all it is. No. The DPS of the truss is not very high. That is unfortunate. I've never actually tanked a trust. I lazily stand in the corner while they do all the work, but man. Yeah, they don't do damage. These packs usually die a lot quicker than this. There we go. As I was saying though, Holdminster, it's just a straight line. The whole dungeon is just a straight line. But narratively, this dungeon was awesome the first time I did it. I have this theory. Any piece of content in a game, anything you ever do, you do it for the first time twice. And what I mean by that is you're going to have your initial impression where it's completely fresh, it's completely new, right? Hasn't been seen before. And so there's a certain novelty to it that is kind of nice and interesting. And then the first time is when you're replaying it. The novelty is kind of worn off. You already know what to expect. There are no surprises. And you're not really kind of tied to the story the same way you are when you're doing it your first time. Because now you're just replaying it for content. The first time you do, like, Homeminster, you're doing it as part of the story. So that kind of, the emotional stakes of the story are applied. Second time you do it, you're just doing it for glam or XP or, you know, trusts, right? Whatever the case may be. And so it doesn't really have that aspect kind of backing it. Which can, in a way, kind of drag it down a little bit. And you start to see some of the flaws. I still like Homeminster. But I can't deny the dungeon design of this one is just a literal straight line. It works. It works for the ambiance, especially once we get past the first boss where you're just running down a path to a town. In the context of the story, it fits. It makes sense. As a dungeon, it's kind of silly to just look at the map and see a straight up straight line. Let me chug some food. Get the little XP bonus going. It's just whatever trash food I found on a vendor at one point, and I bought a bunch of it for XP buff. It gives it GP, so like it's literally not giving me any stat buffs. I only use it for the XP. Why are you all following me? Go to the other side. Oh, you're gonna be like that? Okay. Yeah, they're not the brightest. Let's see if I can remember the mechanics of this boss. And don't judge my warrior gameplay. I'm a baby at warrior. I'm new to it. Even though there's really not much to warrior other than click fell cleave 300 times. Which we're about to do right now. Hey look, fell cleave. And hit that. And you fell cleave again. And what are we gonna do? We're gonna fell cleave again. Then we're gonna hit this. And we're gonna do another fell cleave. Is this what warrior is? It's just fell cleave spam? I see what they said. I see what they meant when they said warrior is pretty simple. Not a lot of good. Oh no, that's not good. That was a little scuffed. I got lost there. I should have followed the NPCs, but I didn't. It's fine. Tank privilege. You can eat a couple vuln stacks. That's the joys of playing tank. You don't even have to play the fights correctly. You just have to kind of play correctly. Like, you know, halfway. And fell cleave. There you go. Any nice glam? Put your clothes on, idiot. Nope, not really. Like, they're okay, but I got better scouting gloves. See, this is what I'm talking about. Visually, this place is great. The set dressing outside of the dungeon, it really works. Doesn't change the fact that the dungeon is a straight line. But I still love Homeminster. And the next boss, you played Shadowbringers. I'm not gonna say it. I'm not gonna say anything about the next boss, just in case there are some people here who are misbehaving and have not done their MSQ. I'm not gonna spoil that. Well, I'm definitely gonna get a lot of practice playing warrior in Adpulse, you know? Because, I mean, you can do trusts. You'll be definitely prepared for having actual good teammates who know what they're doing. Oh, there she is. Oh, this boss. It does things to you. I don't want to say too much. I don't want to say too much. But this boss makes you feel certain ways. Oh, whoops, shouldn't have hit that button. Oh, well. You know what I forgot to do? I've got the same problem. I have this exact same issue when I play Paladin as well. I forget that my gap closer actually has potency and that I should be using it. Like, I'm so used to Dark Knight and Gunbreaker, where I really hope someday they change Onslaught and Intervene, which is the Paladin one, to not have potency on their gap closers. I think especially on tanks, whoops, didn't mean to hit that. I think especially on tanks, having your gap closer just be a utility button and not have potency is such a nice feeling. Does Raw Intuition give... Oh, it does. It does give damage reduction. Okay, we can use that as our tank buster. For tank busters and dungeons, and a lot of dungeon bosses, whenever that happens, I don't really like spending my big mitigations. That's why you're not seeing me hit anything. Back over here. I don't like spending my mitigations on, like, a dungeon tank buster, because you usually don't need it, and I want to save those for the actual trash pulls. That's the dangerous part. So what I'll do is I'll just save it, or I'll just use my, instead of using like Vengeance or Rampart or anything, instead I like to use my smaller mitt, like Heart of Corundum or TBN. So didn't realize that Raw Intuition does give mitigation, so I'll probably start using that for tank busters from now on. Now, trial tank busters, like extreme trials, don't do that. Whatever you do not do that. You will just explode. It's usually not going to be enough. Whoops. And here we are. Final boss. We'll watch the cutscenes, why not, right? Might as well. Or do all the dungeons anyway. Some people see that tongue and be like, wood. Right, kind of people who are into venom, I imagine. Alright, bucko. I guess our single target fell cleaves, our normal fell cleaves, they're not enhanced anyway by this. At least not yet. I imagine they will be. See, now we're on the final boss. So, I may as well just hit the big mitigations anyways, because there's no reason not to. Gotta save your buddy, or else they get exploded. Thoughts on this boss? It's simple. It's simple, but it's alright. I don't mind this boss. It's actually got some pretty neat mechanics for such a simple dungeon boss. You know, a little repetitive, right? You know, dungeon bosses can definitely get that way, especially if you feel really bad damage because you're using trusts. But, you know, as long as the mechanics are a little engaging, like at least a little bit, it's not bad. Aiku doesn't love a good spin-to-win mechanic. It looks like complete chaos, I know, but it's honestly easier than it looks. It's just follow the snapshots. All there is to it. And read the cast bar. Shadowbringer. Shadowbringer boss music though, not my favorite one. The Endwalker boss music for dungeons, way better. We'll get to that probably next week. Kill it. Kill it. Kill it. Home gang for good measure because I want to. And there it is. That's one done. I'm gonna have to run it a second time, but I'm gonna do that. Probably not even gonna record most of it. I might not. The Crystal Exarch, and man, I feel bad for forgetting her name. Ah, Shadowbringers is a special time. Anything cool in the thing? Oh, a weapon actually. I'll keep those. I'll keep those in case they outfit system the rest of it. What is this? Oh, you know what? I'll keep it. I'll keep it. I like the one I've got going. But we'll keep it. I forgot how good Shadowbringers music is. Yeah, I just came to my room to clear some, but put the new glam and the glamour dresser. Did level up roulette. We're at level 73, so we are ready to do the next trust. That's Dontro. Don Meg. We are ready to go. We begin dungeon number 2. MSQ dungeon 2 of Shadowbringers. This one is really pretty. This is a really... this is probably one of my favorite dungeons in Shadowbringers. It's very... like, I mean, the last one was just a straight fucking line. This one gets unique and clever. Mechanically, it's pretty straightforward. But the final boss has some fun stuff going on. I very much enjoy... Ilmeg is a gorgeous zone. So is Lakeland, but you don't really get to see a lot of the pretty parts of Lakeland during Holminster. This though, this is a really, really pretty dungeon. Warrior go smash. Warrior go bonk. Yeah, it's gonna take a while. I think the AI literally don't have AoE attacks. I think they just single target unless a skill happens to have splash damage, but they don't actually have like a full AoE kit. Which means it's a slow burn. I'm the only one doing damage here. So, these do take longer than a dungeon normally should. But it's not too bad. And it's got to get done. So, you know. And, you know, it is a fun way to warm up on tank. Not my preferred way to learn a job, but it works. It does the trick. God, the pull is longer than a minute to kill a pack of ads. That's a little... That's rough. That's unfortunate. Oh, it's so pretty. It's so well done. I'm a really big fan of this dungeon. It's not my favorite dungeon. This is not my favorite dungeon. We'll see the favorite dungeon last. I'm quite literally going to be saving the best for last here. But, second favorite? Maybe? I might be willing to say second favorite dungeon in Shadowbringers. One thing I'm figuring out with Warrior, always home gang when you have raw intuition up. Because home gang doesn't do anything but stop you from dropping below 1. It's not like an actual invuln. I mean, it is. It's an invuln, but like you still take damage. So if it ends and you're at 1 health, I mean, you're dead. You're gonna fall over. So if you have raw intuition ready to go, though, you can pop it. And basically, you can just play super risky and never die. Speaking of dying, Alice, you are grounded, young lady. We are having a talk after this. Unacceptable. Unacceptable behavior. Okay, we don't talk about the fact that I accidentally walked right back into the... We don't talk about that. It was an accident, okay? Accidents happen. I didn't die. Alice died. I didn't. Okay, this first boss, not the biggest fan of his main mechanic. I'm not very good at it. Does Alice have Embolden? Because I'm never getting the Embolden buff. I don't think Alice has Embolden. As a red mage, that's really unfortunate. Come to think of it, I don't think a Stinian has... you get a Stinian in the Endwalker ones. I don't think he has... what's it called? Battle Litany? Yup, see? See, is what I'm talking about. This is what I mean when I'm really bad at this mechanic. Right? They, like, grow. And then they pop. But man, am I not good at kind of knowing where to go. Easy. Totally didn't get hit once. I don't think the Glam here is particularly good. Yeah, no. No, I'm not. No, that's never getting used. Now I see you. I put poison on you. Oh well. Tank privilege. Don't really care about damage. The only hit point that matters is the last one. And that's what home gang is for. Speaking of Ilmeg, 7.3 is coming soon. I mean, after the MOG event. And along with it will be a Meg themed, or not Meg themed, sorry, an Ilmeg themed deep dungeon, which I'm actually very, very excited for. I've not done. The only deep dungeon I've done is Palace of the Dead. And I didn't even finish that one. I only did 50 at one point. A long time ago. So, I am very excited. Let me pop that. Are you gonna... I had a home gang there. I don't know what Alphina's doing. You're also grounded. Both of you. Both of the twins are grounded after this. For failure to perform. But as I was saying before things got a little hairy there, very excited for that new deep dungeon coming out. I'm probably going to do it on this. I don't know. I don't think they've revealed just yet, at least time of now. We haven't gotten like a live letter or anything. So I don't think they've specifically said if it's going to be day 1. I mean, maybe we already can know based off like when the other deep dungeons came out. I don't know if it will come out day 1 of 0.3 or if it will be like a later sub patch. Or if it will be like a later sub patch of 0.3. And so we'll have some time. But regardless, we will have new trial, new dungeon, new extreme. So I do really, really want to get all the extremes done. At least finished. I don't need wings, but I need them finished before 7.3 comes out. So I can put all my focus on the brand new one. And I would like to try and clear it week 1. But with how busy I am, that's not going to be a guarantee. I don't get like a ton of prog hours, but hopefully there will be a lot of parties during the day. Because I have to work nights, so. During the day is my only hope. That's a very fun mechanic too. This is what I'm talking about. This dungeon has a lot of cool little stuff, so all these little spores come out and they're going to make everyone grow. And so instead of having to like pick up a tether to protect someone, you instead have to pick up a tether to stop the boss from getting buffed. Which is a very fun little twist on just a very simple mechanic. And so you all get bigger, but the boss also gets bigger because there's 5 of tethers and only 4 of you. Are they really struggling to get themselves out of their own? Oh my god, Alphina. I'm gonna have to babysit these people, aren't I? Trust's more like trust me to do everything. Am I right or am I right? I've been warned that the healing only gets worse once you get to Dawntress, so I'm not... Oh boy. It's okay. It's probably a good thing I'm playing Warrior. The tank that doesn't need anyone else's help. I'll do it all myself. It's fine. You're still grounded, by the way. Alphino, Alice, you are both very much still grounded. I am not wasting a fell cleave to save you. Alright, pick up its other. See, that one is going to hit the boss still regardless. But then, boom, we're big again. Please don't die. Please don't be foolish. I'm gonna be honest, I'm a little salty that Warrior's honestly quite good. I mean, I knew it was good, but man, God, that is hideous. That's ugly. But man, See, first tank I played was Dark Knight in Heaven's Ward. Alright, I played Dragoon in Realm Reborn, and I switched to tank and picked up Dark Knight, because big sword, cool. Man. And then I basically played Dark Knight through most of the expansions until Endwalker. And then I switched to Gunbreaker, just for fun. Just to see it. Hey look, we're done. We got the item we're here for. Just kidding. It's a trap. It's a trap. And again, before I start ranting about Dark Knight again, look at this. Here we are in an adorable little like ice water castle. I love it. Again, it feels like 3 entirely different dungeons in one. It's such a well-designed one. They did such a good job with it. But yeah, so I played Dark Knight through most of MSQ until Endwalker, and then I started playing Gunbreaker, and oh boy. Oh, it was night and day. It was immediate. I was like, what? Well, actually, okay, scratch that. I started playing Gunbreaker for Bosnia, because I felt like the Gunblade just fit the vibe, you know? So I started playing Gunbreaker for Bosnia, and, oh boy, I was like, oh, this is just better than Dark Knight in every possible way. You do more damage, you can take more damage, you have more support tools, you have more healing, you have more everything. Oh, 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 we got close there. We got dangerously close to death. Pop that, pop that. Pop one of those. Yeah, so I played Gunbreaker, I'm like, wow, it's just better than Dark Knight. Maybe Gunbreaker is just cracked. Maybe Gunbreaker is just, like, overpowered, right? It's not a Dark Knight problem, it's a Gunbreaker problem. And then I learned Paladin, right? I started learning Paladin. I leveled up Paladin. Just because I was curious about it, you know? And I needed to get everything leveled, and so I was like, okay, I'll start with Paladin. Because, you know, when you hide the shield and you just have one sword out and then your shield bash looks like you're bitch slapping somebody, it's kind of funny. It's very cool. I'm easy to please, apparently. Yeah, and I was like, oh wait, no, Paladin's really, really good too, apparently. Again, in every possible way. Like, okay, you do less damage than Dark Knight overall, but your whole burst is ranged. So if Dark Knight at any point gets pushed out of melee range, you lose out to Paladin. And you've got more healing, and you're more survivable, and again, you don't have to spend an offensive resource to use your support mitigation, right? I don't have Nelson Flash unlocked yet, but it's the macros are there, they're ready, so pretend I could point at them. And now I'm playing Warrior. Same thing. It's doing everything well. And it makes me wonder, can we please rework Dark Knight? Can we please make Dark Knight good again someday? Because it's not very good right now. It's so awkward, clunky. In a vacuum, Dark Knight's like, okay, it's fine. But once you look at all the other tanks, you're like, oh no, this isn't good. This could be so much better. Music here is really cute too. It's very calming. There's so much good music in this game. It's so hard to keep track of it all. Look at the little froggy. Now he's a big froggy. He's very, very suave froggy. He's got style. He's got glam, all right. When are we gonna get capes? Proper capes, not this cape where like it's like glued to my back, but like a proper cape. You know what I'm saying? Get on it, Essie. That and your 300 other problems we have to deal with. Pop that. Gotta be careful. He's got an unmarked cone we gotta be careful of. I could have looked away a lot later than I did, but that's okay. This is the one. It's a cone, but it's not really marked, so you just have to know about it, or you turn into a frog. And then you can't really do anything. This is the interesting mechanic that I was referring to at the beginning. This is a very fun one. Alright. Gotta walk across a tightrope. Very carefully. Before he finishes his cast. If you target him, you'll see he's got a little cast bar going on. And I think everyone's got to get inside the circle before he finishes finale. And you get like a little free damage phase there. I forgot about this part. I completely forgot this part of the fight happens. Yeah, definitely overcapped my my gauge there. Oh well. Yeah, not the biggest fan of the Shadowbringers boss music. Endwalker boss music is so much better. I'm very much... Well, we'll get to that next week, probably, most likely. I think we'll definitely be doing Endwalker Trust next week. It should all be ready to go by then. And we learn Warrior along the way. I think he's gonna do frogs again at some point. So I gotta keep an eye out for that. Okay, we look away here. You should be safe. I wonder if it's always a turnaround. I actually don't know. I haven't done this dungeon enough to know for sure. I've never seen this phase before. He's usually dead way before then. He's usually dead before, like, around the time of, like, the second frog cast. I've never seen that before. That's what you get for doing trusts. Get to see new phases. But there we go, Don't Meg done. I'm gonna go run it one more time, and then we'll be ready for the next one. Alright, so, this is awkward. I didn't know how much footage a week worth of trust would actually fill out. I was worried I wouldn't have enough for a whole video, and I'd have to find something else to kind of add more to it. No, turns out it's more than enough for a week. So I'm going to make this a two-parter, unfortunately. It wasn't the original plan, but this video, I mean, looking at the editing right now, before I record this little bit, is already sitting at 47 minutes. Once I slap the outro on, it's going to be even longer. So we're going to come back to this next week. I might get the video out before Saturday. No promises. If this becomes next week's video, if I get this one out as an extra and then start next week's video and have that done Saturday, I don't know exactly what's going to happen just yet. Also, if I sound a little weird, it's because I'm sick today. Kind of just powering through to get this done and uploaded. But whoopsie daisy, still figuring this out. Turns out, trusts, it is a lot. It's a lot, and I don't want to cut too much out and just jump to boss rush. Unless that's what you want, let me know. Then in the future, I'll keep that in mind. But for now, two-parter. That's what's happening. Until next time.